disputed the fact that General Kumalo's arrest related only to HR matters. If I'm not mistaken, I think he pinned it down on alleged outright corruption. And that was the basis for the arrest. What would your comment be on that?
Commissioner ngumhlali wase South Africa. So information ngiyithola njengawo wonke umuntu wase South Africa. Thina sonke sazi ukuthi baba Khumalo uboshwele intombazana yase BMW. Abanye baze basola ukuthi intombi yakhe. Nayo leyo ndaba lesafuna ukuyibheka ukuthi is it true now ukuthi intombazana icasheke ngendlela enga right. But because now we are focused on this one, we wanted to know ukuthi kwenzakalani. Why abantu abenze the very same issues about Khumalo azenzile bangekho arrested, but this one is arrested. And yet again, he's so important in the country that siyakubopha siyakhulula sithi no, go work it with imali South Africa 600 million, go work with the businesses, because today if the match goes out of hand, Khumalo will be blamed. If the match is successfully guarded, Khumalo and the team will be given credit. So if that's the case, why then arrest this person, umbuyise, and trust them with such? It doesn't make sense still in a match. So it's one of those things. But I feel, hence I was just to finish and close up this matter. Then there's this guy who, Sonal. There's a lot of social media that was there. Which IDEC hires a warrant, a person who has a warrant of arrest.
Can you just say the name again and where is he from?
Sonal. It was in IDEC.
Okay.
Yes. There is that on social media. It's all over before. Which IDEC hired this person who had a warrant of arrest. I later get to the docket was beat. The terms beat is glahleka docket, but ulahlama docket is be. So it was then termed ukuthi docket ilahlekile. That had the warrant. Now, this person is also at IDEC. There's this one, Padiachi, if you may remember. Sonal was the same guy, if I'm not wrong. There was a story of 65 guns that got lost at Pedi police station. And he recovered 2. He was deemed a hero for recovering these 2 guns in the dustbin. I still have questions. Naglahleki Pamezo 65, and then 63 is gone, 62 guns are found in the dustbin. What kind of a criminal will leave guns at dustbin? So la maphoyisa amaningi mphathwa ningi la udlala ngathi masubuka le story lezi no. Media was utilized to flatter amagama webantwini ukuthi sibathembe sibathande. So the characters of the people there gave me a problem. While I was in the ADOC, a businessman writes to ADOC and also claimed that he also sent here as well, because at that time I was also CC'd on my emails. Toshan, who claims Oguchi Padiachi bagged his phone and General Kele's phone and many people. There was a case about that. But Padiachi on that case, this case disappears, somebody's arrested and takes the fall, nothing happens to Padiachi and Motley. This person writes to us in the ADOC. This case doesn't get space in the ADOC. So this person comes again with emails with Mr. Shongo, you guys are also letting us down and stuff like that. So I get to call this guy and understand, in fact, what is the problem actually? Then it explains to me, no. This person also IDEC. Is this person who was bagging our phones. And the bagging of phone includes General Khan in the intelligence. So then it worried me, General Khan is a business person, has a lot of money. His salary as SAPS in Ngani, you wouldn't stay there for unless you have the love of SAPS in that way. But when you look at this thing, you understand, okay, Khan is sitting in a strategical position where he gets to know what Ubab Kumalo singamholda ngani. Singambamba ngani ukuthi masifuna ukuthi enze izinto. To me it's like an extortionist type of a way. where the allegations that also follows Bab Sibiya, which they keep dockets and then they say Fagimali Suzogadela in a protection way, kind of a way. So I saw Gutu Khan is strategically positioned in that space. And by Asebe the four of them from the IDEC. That's how I got to then start searching these whole things. Unfortunately, because of that 10 minutes that I have in the ad hoc, I couldn't get to where we should go. And the fact that Khan then says, allegedly, in around our circular Ebandwin, we won't see him in the ad hoc. He won't come in the ad hoc because he's got us in his pockets. Now, this is a township talk. That is what crossed my mind. No, not my name. So it happened in that space. I was worried. Okay, this General Khan, who happens to be in a strategical position and is so wealthy, Funane SAPS. If it's for the love of SAPS, why in the intelligence? Is he that good? So it's some of those things, yes.
So,
Advocate Azim, good morning, Ms. Chong.
Bab Kumalo.
You, in passing, mentioned that you have a history in the SAPS.
Yes.
I hope I heard you correctly. Can you
Yes.
just give us that history and that background? Were you ever a policeman?
I was employed SAPS in the college space. At one stage, there was a need for SAPS members to have driver's licenses by the parliament and all that. Then we were incubated to come there. Then later trained by SAPS to be instructors in the space of advanced driving and tactical driving. I was also trained there in the assessor and moderator, which I didn't finish because of time. But I then did my 2 diplomas of examiner of vehicle and examiner of driver's license, which the state has its own DLTC. So I was then
can you
deployed
just give a time period? When was this?
From 2006 coming up. I left SAPS 2015.
Thank you.
So in the later years, there was a case where there were people who were employed by SAPS. Now that is us, who were instructors. Then there was an allegation that we cannot train SAPS members under the Police Act while we were not employed under the Police Act. So there was that case where we were then offered later ranks. But at that time, I decided to leave full-timing on politics and business, media space and politics.
So you were in the SAPS for about 10 years, 2006 until 2015,
more or so, yes,
2016.
more so. And I've worked in most of these colleges, Bishop Levis, Benoni, and Pretoria West of Bay.
And just out of interest, when you left, what was your rank, or was it before they gave you ranks?
The court had already pronounced on that we must get ranks from sergeant, warrants, going upwards. But that was the time I was exiting. So I never took rank. Yes.
I just want to get back to your statement. You explained with reference to incidents and rumors and allegations why you became interested in investigating Major General Khan.
Yes.
In your statement, you give further reasons, and you say there are 4 incidents that you've cited here, in addition to what you've now expanded on
Yes.
in your evidence today. So if we could return to your statement, and it's at the bottom of page 7.
Yes.
And if you could just read out those last 4 allegations that you say were also part of what prompted your investigation.
The first one was the Araton drug saga, where General Mkhwanazi clears General Khan and deems him a hero, which I still disagree with Babu Mkhwanazi. And then the second one, the alleged cover-ups relating to the murder of the makeup artist, which is on social. The second one is, the third one is the alleged cover-up relating to the murder of medical doctor, which is also in the social and around the corridors. And then the fourth one is the alleged cover-up of matters pertaining to cigarette smuggling cases.
Okay. Now, just pause there for a moment. If you go to page 44 of your bundle,
44. Is this on my statement?
No,
Okay.
this is,
Got it.
it's page 44. It's an extract from
Yes.
the ad hoc